Hi everyone, welcome to the TrophyCoins channel. This is a website that we're calling a visual census of the top quality American coins. What this means, a census is a listing of the top ranked coins, usually the top 10. Now this is a familiar concept if you know about large cents and some of the other series in American coins, but there are also many series where the census has never been developed. And we're doing it for all US coins, including regular issue coins, pattern coins, colonial coins, die varieties, you name it. If you can think about it, we're going to be doing a census on it. And in many cases, this is groundbreaking information that has never been published anywhere else. So this is a very important website if you're trying to find out what coins are available to purchase, how much it's going to cost you, and how a particular coin ranks in the census. Is it finest known, fifth finest known, 10th finest known, whatever. This information is changing constantly as we find new coins to add to the census, as new auctions are being conducted. In fact, we're pretty quick about getting the information on the website. For instance, Heritage and Stack's Bowers recently had auctions following the American Numismatic Association convention, and we've already got that information on the website already updated so that the data is up to date and reliable. The page that you see here has what we call teaser coins at the top, and if you click on any of these, it will take you to that particular coin. So in this case, we have an 1882 $10 gold piece. The coin specification will tell you about this particular coin. It has a unique ID number, and that's what we use as sort of like a pin the tail on the donkey. We have a number that is assigned to this particular coin, and then you can add to it grades as they change, as they evolve over time, any auction appearances that this coin will have, any ownership information, and then also cert numbers if it ever gets graded. In this case, we have an NGC graded coin, Proof 67 Cameo. That is the latest grade that we have on this coin. The PCGS number, we use that to identify because it's a pretty ubiquitous number in the industry. And then if it is a coin that has a variety number associated with it, we'll include that as well. And that's normally for things like, as I mentioned before, large cent varieties, capped bust $half varieties, you name it. Down here we have the latest certification number where known, and then the photo credit for this particular coin. We can see here it's imaged by Heritage Auctions. They've been a wonderful supporter of the channel. And then we have a link here to their website if you want to go use that. Finally, we have the provenance, which is the ownership chain for this particular coin, again, where it's known. We know that this coin appeared in the Heritage August 2019 sale, lot number 3907, and here again is the grade information and the cert information, and it sold for $84,000. In that auction, it was presented as part of the Joan Zieg Steinbrenner collection. Now, in this case, we're only showing one coin. Actually, we're showing more. What I was going to say is if you click on this PCGS number right here, it'll show you all the coins associated with that number. So the very first coin we have that we've already talked about is a Proof 67 Cameo. The next down is a Proof 66 Cameo, and these are all demonstrably different coins. We can look at them and we can see differentiating marks if available. Here we have like some weird toning patterns. Here we have a toning spot, a carbon spot, some toning information here if you follow the cursor. And we just go on down. So this was also part of the Joan Zieg Steinbrenner collection. Apparently she had two coins, and this one sold for $72,000. It was formerly part of the Harry Bass collection that sold in 1999. So you can see this had a pretty nice price increase in the, 21 years between sales, which is pretty typical of the coin market. If you go from 1999 to 2020, you'll see a pretty significant increase in values. Now these coins are listed in descending grade order. The provenances are listed in oldest auction appearance first to the latest. And so we go on down here, and now we have a Proof 65 cameo, and this one sold. Leo Young was a coin dealer a long time ago, Frank Sterling collection, and finally Heritage 2009. So I'll let you guys go down through the list here. The first 3 coins are always offered for free on this. You can log into the channel, sign in. You don't have to give credit card information, anything like that. The first 3 coins are free. If you want to go with the professional version and see all the coins, the top 10, and sometimes we even have more than 10, we charge $99 a year for an annual subscription, and that gives you access to everything on the website. Now, let me give you an example of a coin where a condition census has never been developed in the past, and that's what I was working on today. And that is a 1786 Connecticut copper. I'll put in the variety number here. This is a PCGS variety number, which is 686359. And if I hit enter, it'll show me all the coins that are listed in the top 10 for this particular variety. Now, Connecticut coppers are not known for being really high quality. They are from in this case, 1786. So they circulated widely, and very, very few. There were hardly any collectors in America in 1786. So you're not going to find super high grade ones. But in this case, we start off with a coin that's graded MS62 plus brown. And you can see that that's a significantly nicer coin than the next one, which is an MS61 brown. But let's talk about each of these coins. And here we have some planchet striations, a planchet crack, and these are all as made. They were not interested in quality when they were making these things. They were really just a manufacturing operation, putting the coins out as quickly as they could. They weren't really making them for collectors. They were making them to be spent. And they were under a contract restraints or requirements, so they had to be pretty efficient and quick about producing these coins. So we have an MS62 brown, which is the finest known, and that coin amazingly sold for only $2,640 in 2019, which is pretty impressive because here you have a coin that is essentially the finest known of the variety, and it's only $2,600. It doesn't have to be a $1 million coin to be the finest known. We drop down to the MS61 brown. In this case, we consider it the second finest known, and this one sold as part of the Partrick collection, which is a very extensive colonial collection in 2020 for $3,120. Interestingly enough, this coin also sold in 1988 for $2,300, so that really wasn't that big of a price increase over that time span. This coin, we are looking for an image. We do have an image for it. It hasn't been put up yet. That'll be in the next day or two. And this one came out of the Sid Martin collection, which is another extremely significant and extensive colonial collection. And this one actually set the record price of $4,800, and that was for an AU58. So that's a pretty impressive price increase. The Martin coins all sold for big premiums. And they did fairly well. I think Martin collected over a fairly long period of time from the early 2000s up to 2022. He spent a lot of money on colonial coins, put together virtually complete sets of everything, and so his collection was very well received when it was sold into the market. Here's another one. This is an EF45, so you can see we're dropping down. This is what the fifth coin here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth coin known, fourth finest coin known. This is only $504. You can see this also has the planchet striations in it on both sides. Got fairly good detail. And one of the things that Connecticut copper collectors really like is a date. Oftentimes the dates are either struck off the planchet or they're weak and not really visible. But the better the date, the more valuable the coin overall. But again, we're looking for surface quality, strike quality. But this is a pretty nice one, even though it has the planchet laminations. And again, this was part of the Sydney Martin collection, but it only brought $504. Get down to the fifth finest known here that we're aware of. And again, let me put in a little disclaimer here. This website is by no means complete. There's a lot of stuff missing. So we have a disclaimer at the bottom of each page saying that if you're going to use this information, just be aware that it may not be complete. There may be coins out there that we're not aware of. There are coins that change in grade all the time, so the rankings change. So use this as a guide to educate yourself about what's available. And then when you do decide to buy or sell a coin, use it, but just understand that it's not complete. To get back to this coin here, you can see the same sort of planchet laminations. It's got a little bit of discoloration on here, and the date is completely gone. But still, it's identifiable as to variety by this, usually by this shape of the pine tree that she has in her hand, and the location of the letters relative to the bust and the hair and that sort of thing. This one sold in the Norm Peters collection in 2021 for only $105. Here's one interesting because it has the designation on it, 5.8 over F. That was a collector attribution number that was painted on by somebody who owned this coin way back when. This came out of the Ted Craig collection. I don't believe he ever painted his coins, so this came from an earlier collection where we don't know which one it was. The date is barely visible, and you can see this also has the planchet fissures and laminations. It looks to be uniformly porous, so this is still one of the finest known, but it's not really that nice. Now we go to a VF30. This again has the planchet laminations. These occurred when they were pouring the copper for the blanks and rolling it out. Any air bubbles that got in the metal are expressed as these voids in the planchet. Here we have parts of the date showing, and then we have weakness around some of the lettering on the obverse and reverse, but the central details are pretty much better than average. This is one from, this is also a VF20, and this is a nice planchet. We're looking for a nice chocolate brown color with minimal laminations and voids. It has part of the date not visible, but overall this is a pretty nice coin, and it sold for $384. Now that was a pretty big discount from the George Perkins collection. In 2000, this coin sold for $518, and now 19 years later, it sold at a discount for $384. This, if you were collecting 1786 5.8Fs, that would be a really great purchase. Somebody got a real bargain on that one. Now, the one coin that I don't have shown on here is one that is in the American Numismatic Society. It is listed as a very fine. It also has the attribution number painted on the obverse. It's got a little bit of a clip, and that coin will be showing up in the next day or two as I get it loaded up onto the website. So if you want to come back and check it out, you'll see that coin. It'll rank somewhere in here. Well, it'll rank above this one, this fine 15, because the American Numismatic Society coin we consider to be very fine. So this is an introduction to the sort of work that we're doing. If you have a particular coin that you are interested in viewing, by all means drop it down into the comments section below, and we'll make that the subject of a future video. If you see something on the website that you think needs improvement, let us know that as well, because we're sort of working on the squeaky wheel principle, where if someone has a specific request, we'll go ahead and focus on that particular coin. Feel free to dig around in here, hit these teaser coins, and see what other items are available. You can't break it. One nice thing about this that I'll illustrate in a future video is we have a barcode scanner. If you have the physical coin in front of you in a PCGS or an NGC holder, you can use a barcode scanner and just hit it and it will bring up that particular coin. So it's a very useful tool, especially if you're at a coin show and looking for coins to purchase. Just hit the barcode scanner and you're good to go. We've got all sorts of esoteric coins in here. In this case, we've got the Mormon 1850 $5 gold piece. A lot of these images we are waiting to get on here. The one group of images that we're really trying to get is permission from PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service. We're still waiting on that, and if you know anyone there or you want to lobby them for us on our behalf, tell them please allow your images on the TrophyCoins website. That would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm going to try to do a video every day of a particular coin as I develop them and complete them. I try to focus on coins that have fairly complete censuses, so you can look forward to that. In the meantime, enjoy the site, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.